Hello and welcome to a submission of Resident Evil Requiem, aka Resident Evil 9. This is a submission for New Game Plus. So without any further ado, let us begin in 3, 2, 1. Begin the run. Alright, so the game takes place 28 years after the events of RE3. And also RE2, because let's face it, they're 2 days apart. And we pick up in 2026 as Grace Ashcroft. Apparently, I cannot say that correctly. And we are here to investigate some murders that also happen around the same place where her mother was murdered 8 years beforehand. Little do we know that it is a trap. So currently, we are being forced to walk forward. There isn't really much to it in the beginning. It is pretty much walk forward, the video game, and then we get the ability to run. Sacre bleu, the ability to run. Quite the upgrade. So now we are heading under. There we are. And we need to go get a key, but we are going to be introduced to somebody. No, I tell a lie. We were already introduced to that person. But we need to grab a key. It's behind a photo of us. How charming. Also, I do have to say that given that this is an active investigative crime scene, the fact that there's no one around is a little suspicious as well. Opening the door. Of course, I am in the Lady Dimitrescu costume. There can be the option of 5 other costumes as well. So here we are. Let's talk. Room 204. So now, and suspiciously, the door closes. Oh no. So open the key and head upstairs. Also, I have to say, I don't know if they would just let a building that was set on fire just sit there for 8 years. But what do I know? I don't know anything about city planning. Also, we are not in Raccoon City. We are currently in Renworth. Renworth, is that right? It doesn't matter what the city's name is. It's not Raccoon City, that's for sure. But we will be seeing that later. Leon will tell us the name of the city shortly. So there we go. We then get the flashback to her mother's murder 8 years ago. Escape from the hotel. This is a very scripted segment of hold the run button, please. Again, the beginning of the game is very non-action is the word I will use here.
Grace, come on.
There we go. And we are through. And then Grace will remember what her mother hid and go grab it. So that is what we are going to do. Also, lightning has started. Just to give you more of a frightening atmosphere. Also, RE3 .5 reference there. They've done that now twice in the last 2 games. Because in Resident Evil 9 and 4 Remake, they had a similar thing happen. And then we are going to grab this. This game is actually full of references to other games in the franchise, which we will see throughout. We must open this. We can't just close it. We have to open, read it, and then we can grab the disc, and then we're good. Oh no! A zombie is trying to shoot me. Ow! Don't worry, it's fine. You can avoid the shot, but it's not a huge deal if you do get hit, because it only puts you into caution. Also, I must say that the virus acts pretty quickly for turning somebody into a zombie these days. Because that was pretty instantaneous. By the way, we are dealing once again with the T virus. That is the virus of this game. They are after what they think is a virus called Elpis, but spoilers, it's not a virus. But we won't know that until the end of the game, and now it's time for Leon. So unlike other Resident Evil games, where a new game plus you have all your things set up and all that great jazz, however, here we have you get nothing. You must rebuy everything sort of deal. But unlike New Game, we actually have the option of getting currencies immediately. In a New Game, you wouldn't be getting currency at all or tracking modules or anything of the sort. So that is the fun of the New Game Plus. Of course, we get to use infinite ammo and the like, so it's like, huzzah. So again, Leon can get hit by cars here, by the way, but they don't kill him, which is very interesting. And now we are on to Grace again. So now we're back into stealth mode, however, we're not going to be so stealthy, because one of the great things is that after we get hit, we can just go under the enemy, which is perfect, because this enemy can be a bit of a pain. The name is the girl. She's our stalker enemy, so our Mr. X, our Nemesis, our Lady D, type, and she's in for the first half of the game, so it's gonna be a fun time. She shares sort of a Lisa Trevor-like abilities with super regen and all that, but it is not Lisa Trevor. We don't actually know the name ever, but we know that she was born here because we're going to meet another character as well that used to hang out with her all the time. More on that a bit later. So here we go, running as fast as we can. And now that we have the light, we can see, because really we wanted to go into this room. However, we can't see, so we can't do, so that is why we went and grabbed all that stuff. So again, we're gonna get bit here. Taking a bite allows us to just slip through. Race, thank you. And we need to get the wrench down here. So there we are. We can see the wrench. This might be... Uh-oh. Bad news, I was about to say. but we might also be okay. Oh, no, we're fine. Grace. 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 Ugh. Well, that's unfortunate that it turned off the light. That's why I couldn't grab that. Anyway, we're gonna grab that now. Full heal and run. Grace has difficulties picking things up sometimes. But we want to pick up that full heal. And then once again, we are going to get bit here. Squeeze under. And then we are going to grab the fuse. Again, the thing about the girl is that she cannot handle light. So if you're in a very well-lit room, she gets burnt and will stop chasing you. But again, we don't really see that here because it is faster to take the 2 bites and run than it is to not do so. And there we are. And we are done with that. Back to Leon. Again, the Leon sections here in the center aren't that long, but they are very short, but he gets his time to shine in Raccoon City. Please scroll down, thank you. I need the RPG. So we're gonna pick up the RPG, but we will need to pick up a sniper rifle later.
Yes. It's all very cutting edge. The facility keeps a low profile due to the sensitive nature of the research.
Oh, I bet it does.
So we're gonna start with the Requiem. That is the name of the Magnum in this game, because it's really good. However, I'm also going to turn off auto-aim, because I don't know what it is, but they've just made auto-aim completely unusable since RE4. It is a bit of an odd choice to make auto-aim unusable, but it is what it is. Now, we could have also used the chainsaw, but nah, it's a little slow. And then we're going to switch to the rocket launcher for the last shot here. We're just waiting for this door to open. We do have to kill all the enemies in order to continue. Is that everybody? That is everybody.
Well, that went well. Nice.
And now we can take care of the door. There are only 4 chainsaw zombies in the entire game. 2 of them are together. But more on chainsaws when we get to Raccoon City. So there we go. And then we're out of here. We will need a sniper rifle later because unfortunately there's a part where we have to protect Grace, and unfortunately the rocket launcher will kill her. So it is imperative that we at least have one more weapon.
Well, in the meantime, I'll try to track him down.
Keep me posted.
Will do.
All right. And there's Grace. Now we return to Grace. Again, the center is very Grace-focused. Like, literally, we're going to play as Leon for, like, 3 minutes here, 3 minutes there. It is pretty much the Grace show in the beginning. And, of course, we have the Requiem now, which means we can start blasting. But first, we have to go see Emily. Emily is, one of the subjects here, to put it bluntly, and we'll be back for her later as we head to the West Wing. So we're gonna meet the Butcher. We're gonna get rid of him immediately just because it's more convenient to not have him around. Any enemies that I'm hitting are because they are an inconvenience if left alive. So one of the things about shooting the Requiem with Grace for the first time is she has a reaction to it, so you can't just shoot twice and go. So that's why we were a little sneaky there. And we're also going to try to aim for headshots because, whoops, wrong way there, Grace. Because they have a chance to come back as blister heads, similar to what a crimson head is, only they have a giant blister on their face. Now we are heading over here. So what we're trying to do right now is we're trying to unlock the back door. And so we need a couple of quartzes for that, but also we need to grab wristbands. So we're also off to get those as well. There we are, getting our first quartz here. Again, if you know the password, you can just input it. And for this one, it is moon, star, sun, moon? Very good, but we're not quite done with this room, as we also need to grab the unicorn box, because it's going to have a key to a door. Who would have thought? Again, always trying to hit the headshots just to make sure that we don't have any blister heads to deal with. It's not the end of the world if a blister head does show up, though, because again, it's another one-hit kill. But it's just kind of like, you know, try to save a little bit of time, right? So now we're going to the... Ooh, sorry. I forgot that I need to go grab the east key, and to grab the east key, we need to go this way. My bad. But yes, we're heading to the east.
How do people normally get in here?
Woo! There we go. That zombie will come to life. We don't need to worry about him right now. And then we're heading back the way we came. So we need to find some organs in order to get a level 2 keycard. The level 1 keycard is upstairs in the east wing. And there's a friend waiting patiently for us up there. This way. Taking care of the light man. There's the isolation ward, which is why we need the level 2 one. We're gonna line up a shot here to try to hit all 3 of them at once. Perfect. Grab the med injector, which is a full heal. And then we're going to meet our friend once we grab this wristband. So we now have level 1 access. So this is Chuck. He's a little angry. He is then going to explode.
What the fuck?
We must wait for him to finish exploding before we can pass him. Come on. It's very interesting that he wasn't talking during that, because usually he talks while he's exploding.
Well, at least it's easier to walk around.
So now we have the second singer, which is actually the first singer that I'm going to take care of. We need to grab the corrosive, in order to get the next, whatchamacallit? Quartz. It's the sun quartz. Can I pass you? Well, the answer is yes. Ow, sir. Not very kind. Keep up. Quite rude. No, I won't grab those, actually. Here we are. There's Dr. Gideon, who just walks away.
What the fuck does he mean, destiny?
And we have this. So this is sun, star, moon, star. Excellent. And then we are going to run down. And go back to the other ward, or side, to go get the organs, because they're both on the west side. Again, there is a bit of backtracking that we have to do, but it's not too bad. So here we go, running as fast as we can. There's going to be a zombie here now. And kind of just blocking the door, which is quite rude. Here we are. And then we're going to grab our first organ, which is in a box. And we're going to have to solve a puzzle for that box. Luckily, we know what the answer is. So grab the box, flip it over, flick the hand to hand, put that in the middle, 2, 5, and then back to auto. Ta-da! We now have artificial lungs. However, we're not out of the woods yet. Construction coming through. So now we just have to sit here and wait. If we were playing on the hardest difficulty, you would actually have to shoot the underneath to get it to stop.
Give me a fucking break.
But here, we're just good to go.
Oh, fuck.
There we go. Since we already have the wrench, we don't need to worry about it. So there's an example of a blister head trying to spawn. Again, you can hit them while they were down. But sometimes they might take a second to die after the fact. We're gonna see that a lot with Leon later on. Especially towards the end of the game. Don't worry about the maid zombie, she's fine. She's just looking to clean up a mess. And there's a lot of mess. And then here we have the final organ that we need. But unfortunately, this is going to break, which is why we grabbed the wrench. All right. Woo! There's the artificial heart. And then we're out of here. Again, the other singer finally getting in our way, so taken care of. Again, any zombies that we also don't take care of as Grace, Leon can deal with, which is also why we're trying to hit them in the head to make sure they don't turn into blister heads. Though Leon, it's not really a problem because of the rocket launcher, though the rocket launcher does behave a little differently than it usually does because you do have to reload it. So then we're going to put this in, and then we're going to head back to the east. Or as Patrick would say, west. So here we go. There's our friend. Don't worry, the game will automatically put them in where they need to be, which is nice. Even if you put them in a weird order, it's completely fine. Shoot him once, because he is coming alive, but by shooting him, he is dealt with.
Of course.
We are then going to run back the way we came. Head through here. And to the isolation ward. Excellent.
Can't hurt to pick some.
There we
Tell
go.
which is which.
Can tell I forgot to do a thing as Leon because I didn't grab the herb that you can get with Leon. Curses. I'm so sorry that I didn't grab the herb. That's fine. But basically, had I grabbed it with Leon, what would have happened was we wouldn't have gotten that close-up. Because that would have been when the close-up would have happened. And then we're gonna head back to Emily. It seems like Blisterheads have decided to join the fun. So while we have Emily, we won't be able to do any combat. Which is one of the downsides, but that's fine. We have herbs in order to heal ourselves.
There's some buttons with braille.
Also, we must skip the conversation in order to open the door.
Them and then push the buttons in this order. Star, star. I have to keep it together.
Now, the blister heads shouldn't be an issue. Even the zombies we just broke out shouldn't be too much of an issue. We might take a bite here because of that guy. Nope, we were fine. Let's go. So, this is on a timer, but Emily is going to unlock that. And while Emily's doing that, we're gonna go deal with some zombies. I'm sorry, did you... What? I've never heard him scream evacuate before. That's a new one. So that is 4. Somebody's gonna turn into a blister head here. We're just not sure who yet. Found it. And there we go. So now all we need to do is wait. Eventually it'll let me, whoops, go through the door. Fortunately, I picked up that scrap, but that's fine. There we go.
I thought that thing was dead.
Back to Leon. So here we go. Find
Glad
Victor's
that
office.
got away.
FBI?
Yeah, Grace Ashcroft.
And we're also going to have to deal with another friend.
I don't know.
Leon, please. Thank you. So again, not much survives a rocket shot. Nothing actually survives a rocket shot. So hit him with a rocket shot. However, we have to wait for him to explode before it'll let us open the door. It's a little weird. And then just explodes into a bunch of blood. Again, Leon can open up the drawers, but we don't really need anything inside them, so we're just gonna ignore them. So now we're going to head to the 3rd floor to get to Victor's office, and like I said, any zombies we didn't fight are still here.
His office should be upstairs.
Also, we're going to be introduced to zombies that can throw explosives. But funny enough, they won't throw them if you're right beside them. So, you want to try to run to them as fast as possible to prevent that. So here we are,
Shame.
running all the way inside. Hit the button. There are 2 zombies in here. The blister heads will eventually find their ways in here.
Every single time.
Also, the blister heads, depending how close you are when they are popping their heads, have a comedic pop sound to them for some reason. It's weird. And that should be Leon's cardio for the week.
Well, that's my cardio for the week.
And that's the end of the Leon section once we get into the elevator and head up to the top floor. Make sure to face this door. Back to Grace. Like I said, it becomes the Leon show once we're done here and head to Raccoon City.
Why is this under the hospital?
So we need to go find Emily, rescue Emily, and get out of here. But in order to do that, we have to unlock some cells. And in order to do that, we have to get 3 plugs. And there's plug number 1. So we've got to do a bit of backtracking, putting plugs in certain spots, and also our friend here is back. So again, once the light turns on, she gets burnt. Oh, I could heal twice. Good. I'll take it. Frees up my inventory slots, don't you know? There we go. Again, she will not go into the light, so as long as we're in a lit area, we don't have to deal with her, but also a shot with this will stun her, so we will be perfectly fine. So now we are going to run all the way over here because we need to get a tool in order to open up a box to put 2 of the plugs into. There we are. And there's our square socket wrench. Fire a shot. This gets her out of our way. She will go and try to eat the corpse that's right in front of her. However, while she's doing that, the game won't let us move back through the hole, even though we have space to do so. So by shooting her, we just get to go. There we go. We are then going to grab this one again. And even though we made it lights out again, she still takes the burn effect for whatever reason. And then we are going to head this way, and we are going to find the 3rd plug, but we can't take it yet. Because unfortunately, if we do, it will lock the door behind us, so we would have to leave it. So we've got to go on a bit of a road trip. If a road was an abandoned basement spooky hospital. So there it is. We're going to pick up this forklift key. We are going to use the forklift key. And then we are going to increase our inventory space by 2. Which will allow us to pick up the plugs again. Surprise! And then we are going to go back into the room that had the other forklift. There we go. Also, we would have a blister head. Oh, wait, we are going to have a blister head. It's going to be the guy that I just hit because I didn't take out his head. There we are. We don't really take damage from the zombies. It's just like, tee, get grabbed. But yes, we're almost to the part known as the blood slide. So we have to reverse the order now. Or direction, I suppose, would have been the better phrase. Everything's gonna be fine. Begin processing.
What?
Fluid drainage complete. Process.
Also, I will be deleting that as well, just so I have extra space.
Processing. Shit, no! No, no!
So now we're just waiting. And making sure we don't go anywhere near that meat grinder. Shouldn't be too much longer now. Good. No. No following. Thank you.
Processing is almost complete.
Don't fall for its lies. There we go.
Processing complete.
Trust me, I have ran up there too early and been caught.
Stopped. Thank God.
And then it's like, oh no.
Not a free
So now we've grabbed the third one and ran over here. And then it's blood slide time. So I hope you're all ready for a good time on the blood slide. No, thank you. Wee.
Oh, I got in my mouth.
Oh no. So head upstairs. You can also drain that blood. But we're not going to. Because there's just no reason to. So, we're not going to grab that one yet because we still have to go back through.
Oh, God.
Plus, if we grab that one first, we wouldn't be able to get this one now, would we? So the girl is directly behind us, which is no good. And there we are. Now have what we need to get out of here. Don't need to worry about any of the zombies here, because they're all going to be in different places anyway, thanks to the cutscene.
Hold on tight. I'm scared. Why is it so loud? It's gonna be okay. Just don't let go. Come on. Come on. It's just spinning you down.
And push. And now we head up. However, I know I say this a lot, we're not out of the woods yet, because she's going to chase us.
Grace? Are you hurt? No. I'm okay. That's good. Good, Emily.
You thought things were going to be peaceful, didn't you? No. Quickly! There we go. Now to get out of here, as we finally have the final quartz to open the door.
Emily, do you maybe want to leave with me? It's not safe here.
However, we're not done yet because we need to go grab a key in an underground laboratory.
We made it. We did it. Emily? Are you alright? Emily?
I don't know.
Well, let's just... oh my god.
There we go. Find the helicopter key. So, to the underground laboratory we go. It's a very interesting key.
Please.
Whoops. There we go. This is no ordinary wine bottle. It's actually a double helix.
Just let it be in here.
And then surprise, it's an elevator. All right.
What the hell?
Don't worry about it. Everything's gonna be fine. Everything's not gonna be fine. It's not gonna be fine at all. No, I went the right way. I don't know why I thought that was the wrong. I thought I just went in a circle for some reason. I mean, I technically did, but the key was right there. So, everything's going to be exploding. Take this bite. Please get out of my way, though. Take this bite. And we're good. However, prepare for the Shining reference.
Oh, shit.
Because we're about to get some blood stairs. That's not really a Shining reference now, is it? No. No. But, you know, hallway full of blood. go. Make sure to stay to the left because something's gonna come flying down the stairs. It won't kill you. You're just gonna lose, like, I don't know, a second of time. So there we go. Climbing up now.
Why does this shit keep happening?
Because it's Resident Evil, Grace. Things aren't supposed to be simple and clean. What is this? What do you think this is? Kingdom Hearts? There we go. Now we're back to Leon. Leon is about to witness the helicopter crash.
Sherry, Grace is still here.
The FBI agent.
Yeah. Found some files on Victor's computer. She's connected to this somehow.
Is she okay?
No,
No.
I've got it covered.
So we're going to purchase the sniper rifle now. Don't need anything fancy about it. I'm also going to blow that up right now, just in case. Now we can have some fun with the rocket launcher. Again, you'll know they'll die because you get the points there, though on New Game, again, you wouldn't get the currency this early, so you wouldn't necessarily know if they were dead or not.
Must be time for the evening service.
Oh. Oh, I see you now. Should be breaking through any moment now. That's what we're doing. We're waiting for her to break through so we can go down. Be helpful if I could aim. There we go. She's in.
Hang in there, Grace. All right.
So once he says all right, we can head down.
Excuse me.
Yon rocket launcher loading Kennedy over here. So, done. The rocket launcher saves us so much time here because instead of fighting an entire room of peeps, you don't fight anybody except for that one guy. However, we have to wait for Leon to put away his gun. There we go. Thanks, Leon. Final Grace section here. Which, of course, is our big Grace boss fight. against the girl.
There's gotta be a way to get to the surface.
Also, Emily was also injured in the helicopter crash.
I'm sorry, I know it hurts. I'm so sorry.
So we're going to drop Emily off in here, and then we're going to take care of business. So yeah, this is where Grace's major gameplay ends. I didn't do the thing.
There's a way to kill that thing.
There is. I just didn't hit the button. There we go. Now we can go downstairs. It'd be helpful if I did those things.
Gotta get the power. It's my only chance.
So there are 3 power switches that we need to hit. So let us go hit them. So with the first one, it is stiffened, so it's going to be a bit to turn it. Luckily, we will have enough time to turn it, which is really nice.
Why is it so stiff?
Come on, Grace, you can do it. I believe in you. Turn number 1. Unfortunately, she's also in my way, but dems the brakes sometimes. So now we're off to the second one. She's out of our way for a bit. There we go. Very angry. So again, shoot her once. She's out cold for a bit. Or just out. Flip the switch. Ugh. Ugh. Getting bumped twice.
Why won't it stop?
Because it needs to be fully exposed to the light. If you haven't noticed exactly what this fight is a reference to, it is a reference to the final boss fight of Resident Evil 0. Very similar to that fight, where you need to open the hatch to expose it to sunlight, which then, followed by shooting it, kills it. It'd be nice if I was going the right way.
I need to hurry.
But of course, we also had to wait for her to move. So there we go. Excellent.
We're getting out of here. Get out of the
Hit the button.
Come on, open.
And she turns into a pile of goo. And, oh no, Emily has transformed. It is actually funny how on insanity difficulty, that fight ends so much faster. And it just doesn't make any sense. But either way, Grace is now separated from Leon. She's actually hanging out with Victor and, she's hanging out with the villains right now. Because she's kind of just not having it, and they're just kind of like, hey, sorry.
It's like
Let
time
us, help you out.
Not for Umbrella.
And she goes with them.
Just been a normal city.
Now, welcome to Raccoon City.
now it's nothing but ash and memories.
Also, arachnophobia warning here because, giant spooter. So we have a bit of a set piece to get through before we actually get to the boss fight of the spooter itself. Whoops. Shooting the webs is a bit faster, so that is why I pulled out my gun. Immediately turn around and head to the end of the hallway and just wait. Whee! Run away. That is one angry spooter.
No.
Then we're going to head up here, continuing to shoot. I'm then going to switch to rocket launcher because we've got hundreds of baby spooters. I mean, it's not hundreds, but, you know, it's quite a bit of baby spooters. Oh, did you not? I was not close enough. They're all very angry. And now we're in the boss arena. Dead. There we go. And now we're in not quite the downtown core, but downtown-ish, uptown.
Now, whose camp is this?
So here we have the BSAA, which of course was introduced in Resident Evil 5. We must interact with this at least once. I am going to get at least level 1 of the body armor. Go over here. Duck under so that way we can get under just a tad bit faster. Use the pistol because for some reason the rocket launcher can't knock these things down as clean, which is, again, an odd choice, but, you know, it is what it is. And oh no! The warehouse is full of zombies. But we're just going to ignore all the zombies. Well, maybe not all the zombies. Run! Wait for door to open. Not exactly what I had in mind, but you know, it worked. Very nice. Climb, Leon, climb. So right now we're trying to build a detonator so that we can open the gate to get more to the
Bad
location
news, Sherry.
of
This
Ark.
place is overrun with
Though we're
zombies.
not 100% sure what Ark is, we just know where the villains are
All
currently.
been wiped out by the missile.
Yeah.
So that's where
there
we're
should-
headed.
There should be a part for the detonator somewhere around here. Sherry, found the distributor.
We have to wait
Need
for
more
Leon to
personnel
stop
prepared
talking.
break the detonator for that gate.
Great. Can you see any more from your position?
You know the BSAA camp? That should have the signal receiver.
Gotta turn it all the way.
Relay's over there, huh? That should be a fun trip.
And there we go.
Got the location for those parts. Going to collect them now.
Okay. I'll look into the BSAA in the meantime.
All right. Whoops, made too much of a turn there. So we need to find 2 batteries to open a gate. To be able to get to over there to where the gas station from Resident Evil 3 is, and the other relay, which we have to deal with some mortar fire from some zombified BSAA agents. So we're gonna start with this one because it is very easy to get through with our friendly neighborhood rocket launcher. There we are. Oh. Didn't quite make it. That's fine. Throw that guy. Hit that guy. Spin to win. Excellent. Oh, oh. Bit unfortunate there, but not too big of a deal. There we go. We now have 1 battery. It's also weird that they call them batteries and not fuses, but you know what? It's fine. Everything's fine. Then the next one's over here. We just gotta do some running around and we're perfectly fine. Here we go. And we're out of here. Please don't pick up ammo, Leon. Be so helpful if you didn't do that. You jumped down too early, you would have to run back around. So not exactly ideal. And there we go. So this is where Leon learns about Xenu. Or Xeno, sorry. And Mr. Xeno is a Wesker clone. We know about him because he takes Grace to Raccoon City. But because we skipped that cut, but Leon wasn't there for that.
Suit. Can you find anything on him?
Yeah, hold on.
Here come the BSAA zombies.
Yep, empty.
We don't have to worry about them. Very nicely done. Careful. So now we have the mortar fire to worry about up here. It's not the worst thing in the world. It's, if you know where they are, it can be a bit jarring the first time you come through here, but they're always in a set location. There's the first one. I was gonna say, did your missile not go off despite the fact that I hit you? Just was extremely delayed. Also, most missile fire can be avoided. With going into buildings. Be nice if I didn't miss. Not missing would probably be super helpful. So here we go. Yes, yes, nice to meet you too. Have an explosion. I'm sorry, where did my explosion go? Be really nice if they didn't shoot at me, though. So grab this. And there we go. Part 2 of 4. I know it says 3, but because we have to find the repair kit, that's why I say 4. Ow. That was not very nice of you. Don't forget to run back through this building. Again, they did a really nice job with the color red. It very much pops in this game. It is something you definitely notice when playing as Grace in the Dimitrescu outfit, but like, red just pops in this game particularly.
At least what's left of it.
Or in particular.
One component left.
English hard
By the
for
way,
some reason.
I found some evidence of
I'm in the
anti-malware
wrong
pressure on the
door.
BSAA. It appears the North American branch has been moving independently.
Please go this way, thank
There's
you.
a dispute. Think it's related?
That's all I've got. There's been an increase in government surveillance. Looks like my fan base is growing.
Some things never change. Watch your back. I'll contact you again soon.
To the gas station. Because we need to fill up some gas. Now, I know nothing about gas. Gasoline, petrol, whatever you prefer to call it. But I'm pretty sure it goes bad at a certain point and wouldn't work and would cause giant problems. But nah. It's gonna be fine to use nearly 30-year-old gas.
Gotta fill this up. Let me guess. You must be the town lumberjack.
Come here. I didn't hit that guy, though. Nope. Now I did. Now, we could have a chainsaw fight here. But nah. Oh, I didn't realize I still had one guy left. Whoops. Good thing he didn't bite me. And there's our friendly neighborhood chainsaw guy. He's now dead. And now we can fill up our gas tank.
All right.
Be nice if I turned a little more. So now we're just running back over here. And then we can go back to base to grab the repair kit. And also base is where we get to the building that has our last piece. Get ready to climb up a building. Sideways. Pull the lever, Leon. So again, it's just in here. Gonna go over here, repair kit. By repair kit, I mean better armor. So now we're gonna head back down, open the gate, take a zip line, and then deal with some breaking of glass windows.
All right, I can use that.
Again, switching to the pistol here in order to break some boards. It's a little more convenient to do it with the pistol than it is the rocket launcher. Don't down. Don't do it. You're gonna regret it. There we are.
Oh, fuck.
And then going down. Good. And now it's time for that glass breaking section that I mentioned. So, by shooting the glass, we're able to make them disappear. Slash, also we have to do that specifically for this one spot. But also we need to be careful because Leanne can fall off to his death here. Very nicely done. Okay, cool. I thought I was gonna fall to my... Everybody, breaking explosions. Hard part over.
Okay, let's find those detonator parts.
Unfortunately, using the Requiem or the rocket launcher will most likely destroy you.
Picked up the relay.
Great job. Now to get to
So
that
we
gate.
must be very careful.
Just gotta figure out how to get down from here first.
So now we're going to find a way down. We're going to use scaffolding. However, we need to get it operational, which means running around. There it is right there. We need to turn 2 valves to get it to go down. I should have probably mentioned that also Leon now has the Requiem again. Because Grace just drops the gun and leaves. And there we go. 1 valve down, 1 to go.
Now for the other side.
My green herb, thank you. There's that pop sound. I don't know why that pop sound exists, but it does, and it just makes it more comical. Again, too much traffic on the bridge, so we're gonna hit that. Sometimes we get the Chainsaw Man, sometimes we don't. But also, that was the last Chainsaw Man. And now we head down.
Hopefully this thing still works.
Bit of weight involved. You can choose to hit some of the zombies if you want. They won't count towards your points unless they can walk towards you, like subtle.
luck to take the next one.
Oh, hello. I didn't see you there. Again, they're gonna slowly jump down here. We're almost through. Especially when you hear the blister head. Nice. There we go. And then we don't have to fight the zombies down here. We can just run like the wind. And that's it for Raccoon City Uptown. It's now time to get on a bike.
That took longer than planned. Luckily, I found a bike. Should make up for lost time.
Great. You'll need it. It's 15 miles to the city center on the...
Here we go.
All right. Should make it there in no time.
Good to hear. How are the roads?
Just a few potholes.
Just a few potholes.
So, we don't have access to all of our guns here, but we do have access to an infinite ammo submachine gun.
Better and better.
And also, we now have dogs. But also, we're gonna have Victor Gideon.
Pups could use more training.
And now we're gonna go on some roofs. Again, taking the scenic route to the downtown core of Raccoon City. Also, I'm not gonna lie. They hit the city with a giant explosion to kill all the zombies. How are there still scaffolding, or, not scaffolding, oh, I can't remember the name of the thing. Cranes. I don't know how there's still cranes standing, because they can barely withstand a hurricane. But a giant explosion, and they're fine?
So much for the direct route.
Seems a bit strange. I mean, also, how is there scaffolding, too? Because, you know... I feel like those definitely wouldn't withstand the explosion from RE3. There we go. Now it's time for the jump.
But Ken, seriously,
Yes, seriously, Leon.
I don't give up that easy.
What, you thought he was just gonna let you through? You really thought that? Silly Mr. Kennedy. Don't try this at home. There we are. And that takes care of that, and we're done with the motorbikes. We have officially traveled 15 miles. And now, this might feel a little familiar for those who have played Resident Evil 2. There it is. The Raccoon City Police Department. Excellent. Head on inside, don't head to the center. You want to try running towards the door for the cutscene to start. It's a little weird. So we need to get into the east office, but we need to get the jack from upstairs. Also zombies. There are 2 of them in here. One of them is very missable. There we go. And now for the orphanage section, which does have quite a bit of downtime attached to it.
You need to understand.
So there we go. Orphanage section begins. All the other kids have gone evil. They have glowing red eyes.
What was that?
Don't worry about it. We've got to go hide under the bed, though, if we want to live. So again, they're gonna walk to each of the beds and hit them. I don't know why, you know, they didn't do like 2, 2, 2, but no. Because only one of them ever hits the bed. Also, they don't hit the 4th one. They only hit 3 of them. You can also see that their legs are very, very damaged. Adds to the creep factor, I suppose. So once they leave the room, we can get up and move ourselves. We must hide 3 times in total. All in different locations. Run. Again, you can check on the bodies here, but there really isn't any point. Also, somehow that thing stays in place for 8 years. Also, we're in 1990, specifically February 1990, and not in 1998. Hide under the table. Like I said, we've got to hide 3 times. This is time number 2. Don't worry, they're fine. So now we're going to turn down here. However, we're not going to go all the way, because doing so will get us killed, because there are 2 of them standing right there. So we are going to immediately turn around and run and hit the table specifically. Why the table? I don't know. But I've done it to where I only run into the center of the room and they're still there. It's a bit weird. And again, downstairs is also very different from how it is in RA2, to where it's like, how did this come to pass? And you'll see what I mean in a few minutes here. So we need to grab the key. Pick up the key, don't go hiding yet, because you have to wait for them to enter the room. Just splash, now go hide. 2 of them are gonna come in.
What do I do?
Nothing. You just want to sit here. For a moment. And it looks like you're about to get caught. And then something will grab their attention. So there we go. They kind of take their sweet time. And then they're like, oh, what the hell was that? Let's go find out. Unlock the door. Go, go, go. We don't have to worry about them anymore now.
Please just be a factory.
Again, in RE2, that ladder goes all the way down. And also, you would go around the corner here. But here, no. We go down this way. And surprise, spooky, cultish church room for some reason. Make sure to look at the umbrella logo. This door will only open if you look at the logo. It's a little weird. There we go. Coffin ladder has been climbed. And going down. Grab the fire poker, open the door, and then run to the exit. We will have children all around us, but it's fine. Nothing to worry about. Like I said, it'll be fine.
What's wrong with them? What is this place?
Don't worry about what this place is. Just run forward. Welcome to Ark, by the way. Yum.
I just sent you the coordinates.
And then we're about to be greeted by an old friend now that we're done with the orphanage
I don't have
stuff.
time
That's
to deal
right.
with this.
Mr. X is here to play. He's gonna try to cut us in half with a helicopter.
Give me a goddamn break.
He was trying to be. Ow! It's not the kind of break you wanted.
What is Ark?
Not sure. But apparently it's someplace important.
It contains Elpis.
It hasn't changed.
That's right, we're back in Kendo's. And now we are going to enter into boss fight. And just like that, it's
Suffer
over.
as many times as I have.
Into the orphanage we go.
at the orphanage, Sherry. There's not much left of it. Heading underground, look for Grace.
Understood.
Turn the lever, Leon. You know you want to. So now we're just heading underground, even though we'll be exposed to open air quite a bit. Because, you know, there's not really an underground in a destroyed city, now is there? Also, do you all remember Plant 42/43? Guess who's back? You'll never believe it.
Seriously.
That's right. We're serious. Plant 43 still lives. So now we're just going through the subway still, and then we're going to go down into a hole.
BSAA left something behind.
Here we go.
It just keeps going.
And going and going and going. So Plant 43 is guarding the entrance to Ark.
This one
So we've got another boss fight coming up. Plus also some plant roots to get rid of. And these roots do bite. And also club.
This fire.
There we go.
Stubborn you.
Dead. Now on to Ark. That was fun.
This must be it.
So Ark is a laboratory. There will be lickers, which have returned, and also zombies, and also Umbrella employees. Their elite squad. Spoilers, we're gonna go fight Hunk. And or a clone of Hunk, but he does the same spooky fingers. He snaps your neck, so that's where we're like, it's Hunk. We never do find out his name. Just like we never find out the name of the girl. Hence why she's just called the girl. So again, go look at that, turn around, the soldiers come in. Security squad. Is that all of them, or is there still... Nope, that was all of them. Cool. Sometimes you get them, sometimes you don't. But also, we're not done. I don't think I unleashed the liquor. There's a liquor in a pod, and if you unleash it, Leon will say liquor, and it will fight, the soldiers here. It's quite funny. And amusing. So I think that's that. And then they should be coming out from the top. Yep. So fun fact, they don't actually die until they're on the ground. Even if you hit them with bullets and what have you. There we go. Now it's on to fight Hunk here.
Here at ARC, your movements will be constantly monitored. Do not leave the designated areas without authorization. The recording and transmitting of information is strict.
Hit him with the rocket, but in order to actually kill him, you have to hit him with the hatchet.
Ran into trouble. This guy was one tough bastard.
Here we go.
Coming from you, that's quite the compliment.
And now we go back to Grace. But we don't get our all-powerful, Requiem gun. Leon keeps that. Luckily, we'll have something that works just fine.
Once I go down, there's no getting back up.
You'll be fine, Grace. So again, we must find the security key, and then we must open a room in order to finish Grace's part. And then it will go back to Leon. As we are almost to the final boss. Oop. There we go, and there we go.
Warning, threat level orange, confirmed in storage sector. Critical error, containment lockdown failure.
So there's our introduction to Lickers. Of course, Lickers cannot see, but they can hear.
Let's see.
Again, that charm that I equipped gives me a bunch of really good damage, which generally makes my life that much easier. Oops, other way, please.
All right. I'm not dead yet.
There we go.
All right, Leon. Be careful. I need to get going too.
We can ignore that liquor. Or so I thought. Anyway, unlock that door. We will go through that in a moment, but first we have to deal with over here. Three zombies are gonna break out once we grab the orb in here. Because that's what we're after. We're after 2 orbs.
Threat level red in storage sector. Rebooting AI control center. Noah.
Oh no.
Again, we're going to have to go through quite a bit of zombies and quite a bit of liquors here. Bit of a maze to run through, but it's fine. Really, it's the zombies you have to worry about the most. Liquors tend to leave you alone.
AI control center. Noah. Reboot failure. No
There we
response.
go.
Containment protocol inactive. Containment protocol inactive.
Run. Again, once the zombies are knocked over, you can just bolt it through. So there we go. And now it's on to reveal the truth about Elpis. Though we're going to be skipping that information because cutscene. Again, we don't need to really worry about those 2 liquors at all. They will follow me all the way here, but it's not that big of a deal. Because they won't go into the room, you see. Whoops. There we are. Skip. Leon time.
Containment breach. System-wide surveillance failure detected. So
Leon's gonna start having a coughing fit, and everything's gonna get real blue at points. I used to be a lot more afraid of this because I didn't read the direction correctly and thought it was gonna be like, oh, he's going to die if you keep doing combat and moving, but that's not the case. It's just a small little visual effect that happens.
You gotta be kidding me.
And then stops. Because he's slowly dying. Because he's infected with the T virus. Because, spoilers, everybody who was in Raccoon City during the events was breathing in T virus. But just for whatever reason, instead of becoming zombies, they were fine.
This must be the room.
Until eventually it was like, no. It's called Raccoon City Syndrome.
Fuckers as I can.
Ow, ow. Not very nice, sir. Uh-oh. I got mixed up. There we go. I think that hit really did a number on me.
Haven't changed much. Oh, yeah.
Luckily, it's not really a big deal. There we go. Not bad at all.
Security threat. Detected. Elevator shutdown. In effect. Override key authorization required. Warning. Autoclave compromised. Pause.
And now we just wait.
Memory corrupt. Self-repair functionality offline. Aerosol monitor warning. Pause lockdown unavailable.
Yeah. Let's get this over with.
The elevator will
Will arrive shortly. Hooray! Alright.
has arrived.
On to the boss fight. However, we're going to switch back to Grace really quickly, and then go to Leon, and then we have an option of choosing whether to destroy Elvis or release Elvis. We're going to release Elvis because that is the good ending that gives us the final boss fight. Destroying Elvis is the bad ending because, spoilers, it's a cure for all the viruses. So we're just having our slow walk moment here. Also, Sherry is also infected with Raccoon City Syndrome, even though she had the G virus and also was cured of the G virus. Apparently, the T virus said, "No, we're not through here." So here we go.
This is finally my chance to do something.
To the yellow room. Why it is yellow? We'll never know.
Please know that you are my hope.
Are my hope.
She
is my hope.
Spoilers, the answer is hope.
A blind hope.
Okay. This is it.
Final boss fight begins. No, it is not against the Wesker clone, because the Wesker clone cures himself of his powers because he thought it was a virus, which it is not. And grab. Again, a very different Nemesis fight from the one in RE3 Remake. Much easier, but that is the run. I hope you have enjoyed, and thank you for your consideration. Until next time, bye-bye. That also PB'd, which is incredibly funny. Woo!